Dark and Lovely checking in. I know it's like 12 p.m. where I'm at, like 12:15. But I don't know where y'all at. Hopefully, maybe some of y'all up. Uh, I had to get on here though. Like, I just watched this movie. I was divinely guided to watch this movie, right? And I was just getting so many downloads and channel messages, right? So, Grace Spirit was like, if I don't think you about to go to sleep. You don't got no clients tomorrow. So you about to check in and give the divine tribe some divine messages from this movie. So I'm going to see if I get anybody to tap in with me, because, of course, you can't story tell without, having an audience. So, I don't know. Great Spirit, is this like for entertainment purposes, but these still have like distinctive divine nuggets of divinity in them as well, nuggets of wisdom in them as well. I'm outside, man, and I had to put on a hoodie because I have on my my little nightgown, but at the same time, I'm just like, should I go get in the car? No, because at the same time, we just out here going live. So, hopefully, yeah, I get some people to tap in with me. It's already going on 2 minutes, and I digress a little bit. But the significance of the downloads in the movie that I was divinely guided to watch. It's so funny, y'all, because like I literally went to the library to go get this movie. I don't know, maybe it was something that I heard that was like, it really spoke to my spirit, and I was just like, we gotta go get that movie. It's something in that movie. And when you watch a movie, because I've seen this movie before, but it's been years, right? I mean, years. So, like when you watch a movie and you watch something and you like it, but you get something different outside of watching it again. Hey, what's up? I don't see nobody in the chat, but thanks for joining in on the live. But yeah, I was just sharing, like, I was divinely guided to watch this movie, and of course it came with a lot of nuggets of wisdom in it. And like I said, I watched this movie years ago, and from me watching this movie years ago, I was just receiving messages and channeling and downloads. Hey, Divine Tribe, what it do, y'all? Look, good to see y'all at this hour. I don't know what time it is for y'all. Oh, you talking about hello, good morning. Look, it's 12:18 where I'm at. So, look, 111 in the chat, in the comments. It says, what are you talking about? So, I just watched this movie, right? And I was getting just all type of messages. Is one for you. So, where you at? I was just getting all these like divine messages, so I had to come on here and share with the divine tribe. So hear me out, y'all. Stick around, cause this is a real good message. Oh, you're from Spain. Shout out to you from Spain. Okay, okay. I was trying to see where J Rob from. USA. Okay, we in the US. Where you at in the US? Care to share? But no, I was just sharing, y'all. So you know how like you watch a movie, not trying to say my state, no problem. All right, so you know how you watch a movie or you watch a show, and like it's real good, and it make you want to watch it again. Yeah, but we try to keep it, high vibrational as much as possible, because it's so much more beauty out here than just everything being messed up. I don't even know what that symbol means, but let's keep it G. So y'all, let me know in the chat if y'all ever saw what is it called? Hustle and Flow. With Terrence Howard, Taraji P. Henderson, Anthony Anderson. It's a couple of great actresses and actors in that movie, right? So when I say, y'all, I don't know what it was that divinely made me go to the library to go get this movie. You said never saw it. You should definitely go check it out. It's called Hustle and Flow. So when I was watching it, and it's I got some funny memories to share. Do I speak Spanish? No. No Espanol, just English. And this is Dark and Lovely checking in, by the way. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in with me. But yeah, I was just sharing that I watched that movie. And out of that movie, y'all, it was like, what's a circle? I'm not sure what you mean by that. But when I watched that movie, y'all, when I say like I watched that movie years ago, Hustle and Flow, but for some reason that movie hit so different when you watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't sleep when I should be asleep. Hey, it be like that. Like, I don't think I'm about to be asleep no time soon. So just stick around and hear me out real quick. So like I said, I went to go get Hustle and Flow from the library. And I don't know, maybe I heard something from the movie that sparked me from going back, but that's a divine message right now. It's like, um, you could be like in some nostalgic type of energy, and you know what I'm saying? It's making you kind of think about, some of the old times and old memories and what you had going on at that time. Because that's what was reflecting on me when I had went to go get Hustle and Flow, right? And then the funny part about y'all, I'm about to make y'all laugh. I'm gonna make y'all laugh, right? So, DJ, he was a pimp, right? He was a pimp from North Memphis, but he had a dream, and his dream was to be a rap artist, you know? And it's so significantly crazy. He sound way too young to have that type of things. Well, maybe you shouldn't be on this live, which I clearly stated that this live was not for anybody under 18. So I'm not sure, J Rod, but I appreciate your presence being here. But I always keep it G. Sometimes it's not PG, but it's all about us being real, transparent, and we make righteous transformations over here Christ consciously. Anyway, so DJ, once again, he was a pimp, but he had dreams of being a rap artist, and he was from North Memphis. So, yeah, J Rod, you might want to leave because I am about to share some stuff, and but it all has significance. You never too young or too old to hear or know certain things. So, basically, um, he was out here. He had like three tricks. I'm gonna say tricks. You know what I'm saying? And you know what they mean when they say tricks are for they're not for kids. We're not talking about the trick cereal. We're talking about how women were once used as uh sexual orientation for want men to make money from them. And that's a significant message too. Like, women are so powerful, yo. Like, so freaking powerful. Like, guys be thinking that they pimps, but from my higher power and my higher self, women are the ultimate ones because they are the givers and the receivers. You know what I'm saying? And look, everybody that left the chat, but if you still sticking around, I appreciate you because this really has a significant message behind it. So, anyways, like I was saying, he he had a few tricks, you know what I'm saying? And these were different caliber of women, but I was just saying that to say like what I got out of that movie because I watched that movie so many times years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hit different this time when I watched it. So all the women in there were very powerful in their own way, and especially I can't even Lola. I think that's her name. Lana, Lola. I can't even think of it right now, but it was the one chick, and this was the funny part that always made me laugh, that had me go back to it, cuz he had her put her hands on the steering wheel, and this is significant too. Like, it was so many messages in that movie, man. So she put her hands, they put their hands on the steering wheel, and he was like, "Tell me, let me know you in charge." And then she was like, "We in charge." Wait, and that was that shit. That part right there was so funny to me, especially when he went to jail, and she was like, "Tell me what I gotta do." And he was like, "You in charge now." She was like, "I'm in charge, D." That part right there, it was like so funny to me. Like, I don't even know why. I think it was just because her accent, and I just like literally hit that time stamp. Like, I'm in charge, D. But no, like, she played a significant role in his life as one of his tricks. Oh my goodness, I don't even know where this message is coming from, Divine Spirit, but you definitely have me come over here and share. So the significance of me watching Hustle and Flow, because basically, although he had this, his job, his mindset came from his upbringings, the things that he knew, the things that he grew up around. You know what I'm saying? Selling drug. I mean, I gotta be mindful of what I say on here, y'all. So let me get it back together. But yeah, he was selling drugs and having women, you know what I'm saying, go out there to make the money, and you know what I'm saying. But he was building his dream. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, like he'd get in mode. Like he had this song in his head and this beat in his head, and then this beat would just get the going, and then he'll just naturally get the flowing. Now, on top of DJ, which was Terrence Howard, being the pimp, the product of his environment, he had dreams and he had goals. And when I say, like, this is so significant too, because Aries literally just left out of Saturn. And man, when I say, like, Terrence Howard is a true Aries, like cardinal energy all day long. Like, man, him in that role, he was fearless as fuck. Excuse my French, he was fearless. Like, and I love to watch that, and I love to see that, because a lot of us be on that fear frequency. You know what I'm saying? When the frequency is, you got to do it scared sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it, and you got to do and live in your passion in a way where, like, yeah, I got this everyday hustle, but I got this flow in me. I got this mode in me. Ooh, great spirit, come through, speak. Yes, like, because it was very significant. Like, even though he was a pimp, he didn't like being a pimp. He didn't like treating his women like that, because he knew those women were his family. You know what I'm saying? That girl that was like, "I'm in charge, D." Look, she was like a sister to him. You know what I'm saying? And he literally, like, taught her the game, and she was still giving him game too, because she was one of his main tricks. You know what I'm saying? So the significance of that, man, like, I was just getting hella downloads from watching Hustle and Flow. Like, if you see Hustle and Flow, you know what I'm saying, like, go watch it again, because I'm telling you, sometimes when we watch movies when we younger and we watch them today, present day, they hit different. Like, I was literally getting so many downloads, y'all. But the movie was just so, like, intentionally speaking to me, and like, it got me up here as I'm downloading, you know what I'm saying, with great spirit. Like, what significance does all this have going on in my life? You know what I'm saying? But I get it and I see it. It's like the significance was like, although DJ had a job and a reality that he did not really, want to continue to abide by, he created his new life, his new reality. But he also had to still be present and know, like, he still had to be out here pimping. He still had to be out here, you know what I'm saying, slanging his bud. You know what I'm saying? He had to be out here doing what was necessary to invest into his dream. And I respect that. That's just like me. Like, I've had multiple careers. And people who may know of me, they might say like I'm like not stable, but at the same time, like I'm so creative that I don't attach myself to anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I also know that I can be great at a lot of things, and people, like that's that old school mentality. You'll tell a person your dreams, you know what I'm saying, but you'll always get them either speaking subconsciously or subconsciously as if they trying to pull you down or keep you where you at. And it's just because they never had that fire behind them or anybody behind them to encourage them to follow their dreams. So man, as I'm watching this movie, y'all, so basically Terrence Howard, DJ, he was about to meet Skinny Black. And Skinny Black was basically Skinny Black was like a rapper that became known that left North Memphis, right? And Skinny Black basically, quote unquote, him and DJ went to school together. So he created this whole illusion in his mind, like, yeah, I'm gonna meet Skinny Black. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go on tour together. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna do some things. Like he used that replica of him knowing of somebody to create his dream life of him becoming a rapper. So but and it was so crazy how the duality energies of how all that played out. Like he basically met Anthony Anderson. And Anthony Anderson, I can't even think of his name. Kev, right? Kev was like an honest modern day church man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. But his career to him felt like prison. Just like how DJ felt like his pimp career to him was like prison. None of them wanted to do they actual reality careers. But at the end of the day, they had a dream of him being a rapper and Kev, which is Anthony Anderson, being a producer. So how ironic was it that they came across each other's path and he was the one who remembered him from back in the day when they went to school. And you know how them divine appointments be, right? You link up, you get together, and then you making magic. So now they done linked up. They done created a studio in this poor man's house in a room, and this church man, he got a wife at home, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to old girl in the movie, but very beautiful couple. But this just show you how different ends of the spectrum, different excuse me. Come on, Great Spirit. Get it out of me. Different dualities, they come together and they create. So that's just like even with me. Like I've done collaborations and, different projects with people who I probably never would work with or come across in my everyday life. But that just comes to shows like when a divine has a divine plan, those divine appointments, nothing can stop that, right? I hope y'all get back in the chat because this is just really good to me. But as long as I'm getting these divine messages out and y'all hanging with me and y'all sticking with me, I'm hearing the divine tell me I need to do this more often. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can continue to connect with the divine tribe, because these messages are really significant. A lot of us are living in the reality where we're doing our normal jobs and careers, but we also have dreams. And dreams aren't just dreams. They can become reality. That's just like me, y'all. I've always wrote books. I write journals, I write poems, I write music, but I've never would have fully knew that I would have became a published author. And it's coming up for my book to be 6 months published. And when I tell you like the journey that I'm on is so significant for me, like your wildest dreams can really come true. You just gotta be a little bit delulu, you know what I'm saying, and have that balance. Keep Keep the jobs. Ain't nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5. A lot of us serve a purpose at a 9 to 5. But if that 9 to 5 ain't serving your dreams, follow your dreams, because your dreams can become reality. So even as I was watching that movie, yo, like, and when I back to the message with the women that were so powerful in there. So he had Taraji P. Henderson, right? And she basically was like the bottom B, right? You know what I'm saying? She was prego and everything, pregnant, you know what I'm saying? She was having a carrying child. And basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was like the one he would go and talk to when he was having these deep thoughts that he couldn't, like, just keep to himself. So he would talk to her about it, and she would share her deep thoughts and desires with him too. Now, even though they were different ends of the spectrum, they both shared light and insight on their subconscious thoughts. And then they came to reality to know, like, fear is not the frequency. Oh, thank you, Divine Spirit. I'm back to the message. No matter how much it gets in between, it always flows right back to the message. So fear is not the frequency, yo. Because even though in they mind, like, he had fears of, like, what if this rap don't work? And she was having dreams, like, having, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I could say this word, but I'm gonna try to say it in the unalive, like, dogs and stuff like that. And then even with me, y'all, like, y'all know I'm an angel mom, right? So at the end of the day, you know, me experiencing the path that I've been on with healing and overcoming and following my dreams, like, I had to get off that fear frequency, like, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with me birthing another child after having one significantly, you got to go get my book, Becoming Ebony, to really understand my journey. But at the end of the not at the end of the day, Great Spirit, it's real. Like, getting off of that fear frequency is not your frequency. Like, when you feel like something's arousing in you to make you feel like you can't do something that you really want to do, I'm gonna need you to stop, breathe, and question that. We should all be questioning a lot of things right now. I ain't gonna tell y'all or make you say, like, y'all, but just me inquisitively, because that's just who I am. Question a lot, like, especially things from your childhood. Like, who put the fear in me to make me feel like I couldn't follow my dreams? What made me think that I couldn't do the things that I want to do? And a lot of that is coming up and stemming up for a lot of us right now, so y'all can break through from that fear frequency and step on your next high vibrational timeline. That's just like, oh, dude, back to the story with him and the powerful women. Oh, dude, if he didn't have the women in his life, I don't even know if we probably would have had a Hustle and the Flow movie. But the women in that movie was significant, especially Taraji P. Like, she was the bottom B. You know what I'm saying? She was the one motivating him, encouraging him, like, real, true, divine, feminine energy. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to put this out here, man, because it's been a lot of love frequency going on. But when I tell y'all, like, I just really been like, who energy is this? You know what I'm saying? Just like for me. Because love is I don't want to say it's complicated, but it can be, especially when you're healing and coming out of toxic dynamics. Like, when you get some healthy love around you, that should be scary. I ain't even gonna lie. It put a little fear in you. It make you cringe a little bit. It be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting the love that I deserve now. What the fuck is going on? Like, Excuse me, but no, I'm like, for real. And like, that's just been the energy. And that's just been the energy that was in that movie too, Hustle and Flow. Like, he was gonna beat the one trick up because she was trying to provoke him, the enemy spirit, the low vibrational spirit, low vibrational energy, because he started changing his mindset. He started getting into his music. He started playing with his toys. He started getting in his bag. And the one trick, she ain't like it. And she started trying to provoke him, pick with him, nitpick with him and shit. And normally he probably would have beat the, you know what I'm saying? I hope I don't get, I hope this don't get canned for me being transparent. But I promise y'all, if y'all following me, these all have divine messages in them. You know, and it's like that. Like I said, you gonna follow your dreams, and you gonna have people, they may mean you good and they may not mean you good, but they gonna try to tell you, like, they gonna try to provoke fear into you, tell you you can't do this, you can't do that, or you ain't enough, or you stick to this. Like, man, you know how many people that done try to tell me, and these people don't even know, like, how they, I'm pretty sure they do know now that whatever they always used to see in me, that they know, like, I have a direct connection to divine spirit. You know what I'm saying? To great spirit, to the most high God, to source. You know, and like, I don't allow them to project or their lack of understanding what my divine path is. And I love that shit about myself. You know, but it took me a minute to get here because I done dealt with a lot. You know, I done overcame, I done witnessed, I done experienced a lot in my lifetime. And I'm very much still young, you know, but Taraji P being the bottom B, like, divine feminine energy, if you got you a real one out there, and I'm gonna slow down and get this message out because it's very significant. But if you got you a real one out there, man, any women that, you know, might make you cringe a little bit, you know what I'm saying? She might, you know what I'm saying, like, might tell you about yourself a little bit, but in a high vibrational way. Or she just, you know what I'm saying, like, just guiding you back to yourself, guiding you to the light. And me, of course, like I said, if I have an encounter with a guy, sometimes I have to really keep that in the forefront of my mind. Like, I know my divine partner gonna show up for me one day. You know, I'm not out here looking and anything like that. I'm gonna let it come to me. But when guys usually come across my path, it's either because they are getting ready to go through an extension, energetically wise, vibrational wise, conscious wise, you know, or we have some type of energetic agreement or something that's been written in the stars that got to be fulfilled out, you know. But I also keep in the forefront too that, like, you know, everything and everybody not for me. So people might think I'm a heartbreaker. I'm not. I've had my heart, you know, drenched out a little bit. But I can say this. I've been I don't even think that's a good way to put it, divine spirit. I've been in the energy of, like, being a young lady, a young woman that's been totally down for the person who I'm with, you know, whether highs or lows. And it's just so interesting, though, like, none of those men were ever that for me. And that's why I had to learn to get my frequency, my energy in alignment with my higher self, you know. And don't get it twisted. I love my fellas. I love my guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, we need each other in some fashion, you know, form or fashion. But at the same time, like, if anybody ever came across my path, and I'm digressing a little bit, oh my goodness, if anybody ever came across my path and you felt like I rejected you, don't think that. Don't think that, because I done been rejected before. So I definitely know what that rejection energy looks like, you know what I'm saying, and feels like. So nobody's ever here to reject anybody. But just know I am the mirror, and sometimes people don't like what they see in the mirror, or they ready to face what they see in the mirror to elevate their vibration, to elevate their frequency. And I even look at that too. I be like, what is this masculine coming across my path? That's just like, oh my goodness, another side note. And I promise I'm gonna get right back to the message. But basically, so I was at the library the other day, right? Taking care of some business. And this guy came up to speak to me. And basically, he was trying to shoot his shot. He was telling me all the things, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie, like I'm in my new environment. I'm in my element. I'm like I'm embracing Ebony, you know what I'm saying? And he was just telling me like, cause I got that type of energy, like all the things that was going on in his life, like like that. And I listen, I don't judge, but at the same time, I also know, like, Ebony, is this the type of energy you want to welcome into your frequency? So I'm very much in my dualistic energy too. Like, I'm open, but I'm cautious as well, because I'm enjoying my energy, because I've been that bottom for other people, God, relationships and things. And it's just like, significantly, that didn't serve. It just lets me know, me putting that mirror up to myself, I'm a very loyal person, but these same energies that I was loyal to, they had no loyalty to me. They were loyal to themselves. So when I was seen and I witnessed this made me be cautious. And that's why I said, women, y'all are very powerful. But just like I said, women, you know what I'm saying, guys, divine masculines, don't be intimidated by women and their strength out here. Because that very woman who you feel like is going to reject you, she might really desire you. You just never really know. And I digressed again a little bit on that story because, man, we meeting that guy at the library, had a generous time that day, like good conversation, everything. And I invited him out. I went to an open mic that night, and I invited him to come see me. And I didn't even know I was going to get on the mic, and I'm going to share that video with y'all, you know what I'm saying? All right, Great Spirit, because I got to continue to let myself be seen on some aspects so my divine tribe can authentically connect with me and themselves. But I invited him out that night to the open mic, and I didn't even know I was going to get on the mic. But the whole time that he was there, he decided to be outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no type of supportive energy from him at all. But yet, when I met him at the library, he was just telling me all these sweet things and how, he's the man for me. And I'm just like, bruh. I'm like, I'm talking to divine spirit. I'm like, Great Spirit, what is this man here for? What is going on right now? You know what I'm saying? And I listen and I don't judge, but I paid attention to that night, and it just lets me know, like, I have to have a divine partner who is not intimidated by my strong feminine energy. I have to have a divine partner that is definitely gonna balance and level me out, And I know we be all in different spaces in our lives, because he was just telling me, like, and I ain't trying to tell all his business or nothing, but how he was just looking for a job and everything. But, like, that's why he was at the library filling out applications and stuff. And it was just like, I ain't judging you, bro. We all started from somewhere, But, like, one thing about me, and I tell anybody up front, don't be yourself. Be your authentic self. Don't introduce a vibe to me that you can't maintain, because the mask will eventually come off. And something about my energy signature, it brings that to the surface. So, I can't have a divine partner that's jealous of me. I can't have, and like, I done been in relationships like that, y'all. And it's not good. But, anyways, I digressed. Back to the messages about hustle and flow. So, divine feminine, your energy is very significant right now. Like, you could have always been the one to hold the masculine down, hold the masculine up, giving him encouraging advice, and you know what I'm saying? And maybe it's a divine masculine energy that's just now noticing you. Like, you've always been a good energy, a good frequency. And you're like, you said, throw that set up shot. I don't know what set I'm throwing up, but what it do? Dark and lovely checking in. But yeah, and oh man, like, I was talking about when he dismissed the low vibrational trick, right? Cause she was up there trying to provoke him to like beat on her, cause he was more in tune to a different frequency, and he wound up kicking her out the house. You know what I'm saying? Telling her that they was done. And when I first watched that movie, y'all, back in the day, I'm like, that ain't. But I watching that movie today, it's like I resonate with that so much. It's like, man, people will really poke you and project on you and try to make you get out of your character just to see if this is who you really are. Like, I guess she thought Terrence Howard was going to whoop that trick, but he ain't whoop her. He kicked her out the house and told her that they was done. And she ain't like that. And he sent her back to the low vibrational slums where she come from, where he probably found her. I don't know. Like, it was a lot, y'all. The movie was just definitely off the chain, though. Like, watching that movie present day till now, I was just like, man, like, I don't even remember what age I was when Hustle and Flow first came out. All I know is I remember that song. And then I love the fact that when, back to the divine message again with the divine feminine, when Taraji P. Henderson, came into the studio and they had her put the hook on the song, that, it's hard out here for a pimp when they trying to get the money for the rent, for the Cadillacs and gas money spent. Well, cause a whole lot of just jumping shit. Hey, man. And he grabbed her and he was like, get that shit about you. That was just like, that's that energy. Like, you and your divine masculine could be encouraging you energetically, and you could be encouraging your divine masculine energetically. It says, guys, why do I only see teeth? At least you see something. We keep it low, high vibrational over here, okay, G? You see me, though. You see these nice pearly whites, and I'm pretty sure you like this smile. You could be anywhere on this online platform, but you here with me. So I appreciate it, but you could tap out as well, because we keeping it high vibrational over here. But anyways, yes, dark and lovely, checking in. But yeah, like, the divine masculine could be encouraging the divine feminine, you know what I'm saying, in a high vibrational way. And the divine feminine, she can be doing that for the divine masculine in a high vibrational way. You just never know. Okay, that's good, because that's what you get over here. Dark and lovely, checking in. Respect the chocolate. You already know. Look. Where y'all from in the chat? I appreciate y'all joining the chat. Where y'all from? This as much as you gonna see me, because it's dark out here where I'm at. But I just decided to get this out. What's MS? Mississippi, Missouri? But I was just sharing something, so let me get back to my divine messages. Anyway, so yeah, like, that movie Hustle and Flow, y'all, like, I'm pretty sure if y'all Mississippi, hey, what they say we used to spell it when we was younger. Missi, cricket letter I, humpback I. Wait, no. You probably don't remember that, but I'm a Midwest girl. You know, that's how we used to spell Mississippi back in the day. But yeah, so I'm sharing this message all about hustle and flow and just the significance of following your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have a even if you got a day job, we all got day jobs, right? But at the same time, I know I'm favored by the Most High God. I appreciate it. Yeah, like, can't be letting the world out here project on you. Like, that movie really had a whole nother different type of significance on me, man. And then even with me looking like, so basically, he didn't know Skinny Black, right? And this was the real message to me, y'all. Because when I say Terrence Howard, DJ, he got the strength to go up to the spot, and he wanted up, hopefully y'all can see me a little bit better. Hopefully that stay. I just put this up. Oh, hold on. But yeah, no. Dang, I don't know if this gonna work. Let's see. If it don't work, y'all, I'm trying to get it right. Let me see, I pray. Set it up against there. Ooh, perfect. But y'all really can't see me now even more. So, yeah. It's me, Eb, in the flesh. Dark and lovely checking in. I'm outside. It said, don't sleep outside. Go outside, don't sleep. Absolutely, go touch some grass. You know what I'm saying? We in this new moon in Gemini right now. Like, it's probably why we having a lot of, like, activations going on right now. Like, the nostalgic energy. You know what I'm saying? How, like, like I told you, I went to the library and literally went to go get the DVD, Hustle and Flow. Like, I know we in the age of everything on the Fire Stick and all that stuff, but, like, literally, like, I'm like, dang, why is this movie popping up in my energy field like this? You know, so, but yeah, like, back to the divine messages, y'all. So basically, he went to go, hey, Mexico won soccer. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Do dishes. Hey, you funny. You over there clowning. Maybe you should go outside and touch some grass. I don't know what time it is for you, but is it time to do the dishes? But yeah, so basically, you know, he made up this story and he made his record. He went to the club and he went to go see Skinny Black. And Skinny Black is Ludacris, right? Hello. And Ludacris was basically from the same town. Oh yeah, it's 12 p.m. here. It's about to be 1 p.m. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really appreciate it. But so he went to go give him his cassette, which, another divine message, y'all. Like I said, I done went to the library to go get this DVD. He says, are you going to bed? No, I'm not. I'm going to get this divine message out, and then I'll go from there. But yeah, so, you know, he gave him his cassette player, his tape player. And, like, don't nobody listen to tape players no more, but that's how he got his music out. You know, that's how he produced his rap music. And then the thing that really got me was, please don't be rude in the chat. He had to take Skinny Black, which was Ludacris, back down to a timeline, you know, and that's why, you know, remaining humble on your journey is always a thing. Like, either you gonna embody that energy for yourself, or the universe gonna do it for you. You know, so he took Ludacris back down memory lane, Skinny Black, and I love that part. Like, this was some jewels and gems that I didn't see years ago. Yes, I'm talking about Hustle and Flow. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I'm talking about Hustle and Flow. No, I didn't say you were being rude. I'm just not understanding what you're saying in the chat. So, but thank you for tuning in. You my who? My mom not from California, but that's what's up. Anyway, so yeah, like basically, Vincent is gonna meet me at the park. Really, where you live? Terrence Howard from Cleveland. That's where I'm from. I think he's from Cleveland. Yeah, I'm gonna give me some moderators because I'm not feeling that energy. PA. Oh, so he currently live there now? Cause I think he from where I'm from. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So I was sharing because I went to go get the movie Hustle and Flow. And basically, I was having some significant channel messages when I was watching the DVD, right? And I had to get on here and share because it's like when you watch something years ago, it hit different now when you watch it presently. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that you done grew a little bit more older, more mindful, more conscious, right? So yeah, I was just sharing, like, he went to go give his cassette player to Skinny Black, and basically, yeah, it was a cool movie. But basically, like, when he went to go get a cassette player to Skinny Black, Ludacris, he had to, like, humble him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was bringing him to the conscious light. He was basically letting him know, like, Skinny Black, you got all these people around you, but at the same time, like, what purpose are they serving you? Like, and I don't know a lot of people like that. Like, they just got all these different type of people around them chasing clout. You know what I'm saying? Thinking like they really cool with them, but humble him, let him know, Skinny Black. Well, yeah, like, basically he was like trying to get Skinny Black into that mindset of, like, remember where you came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was his whole purpose. And he was trying to be relatable with him so he could share his mixtape. You know what I'm saying? And, like, that's what I'm sharing in these divine messages. So I don't know what you're talking about, person. But at the end of the day, it's like, you deal with people like that. That's just like people down here in the chat. It's just like, people gonna come through, they gonna say whatever they feel they need to say, and then they're gonna, on to the next one. We call them NPC players. You know what I'm saying? But Terrence Howard, DJ, he had to really get in his grind, in his mode, so he could basically, you know what I'm saying, let Skinny Black know, like, dude, we one and the same for real. But Skinny Black obviously let the industry change him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't that down-to-earth rapper that he was when he first came from North Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So that's the humbling moment that I witnessed while watching over Hustle and Flow, which was so cool. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, sometimes you got to get here and here with people so they can really get to see themselves through you. We're all mirrors. We're all reflections, right? And like I said, some people don't like to see their mirror. Some people don't like to see that reflection, you know? But man, I done been on here almost an hour now, and I only got one person that came on here that resonated with what I was talking about, the movie Hustle and Flow. And again, like, he beat Skinny Black ass. Cause that moment came out of him where he was like, dude, I thought we was just vibing. I thought we was just here. And you basically done threw my mixtape in the toilet and you gonna say to me, oh man, like, that's like Erykah Badu saying, keep in mind I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my ish. You feel me? Like, we all are. How you think that used to make people feel? Even me, I used to take to the heart, y'all, when people used to try to sit up there and tell me, like, oh, even to this day, like, I literally just most recently, not too long ago, had somebody try to tell me, oh, you're a whimsical free spirit, that's not going to get your bills paid. Who said? The Most High God takes care of me generously. The universe takes care of me generously. And that's just because I'm not in a fear frequency. I might feel fear sometimes, but I'm going to do that anyways, because I know what resides in me. And people be talking about they got faith. People be talking about they believe in God. People be talking about this, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just talk. That's just like what old dude was saying in the movie. You got people that talk the talk and people that walk the walk. But those that talk, they looking for the people like me that's going to do the walking, to do the walking for them. And that's not what we doing no more. We probably used to do that back then, but we not doing that no more. So it was so many divine messages in that movie, y'all. Like, I encourage y'all, go watch your favorite nostalgic movie over again, because you already done watched it before. Whatever movie pops up in your energy field and your conscious, and go watch it. And I guarantee that movie is going to hit significantly different from when you first watched it. Like, you going to get a whole nother different point of view from watching that movie from when you first watched it. So go watch it. And then go come back and tell me what movie you watched and what you got out of that movie. I want to listen. I want to know, just like I'm sharing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so then y'all know, and I'm wrapping it up now. But basically, he basically, what happened? He beat up Ludacris. He beat up Skinny Black. And then they got into a whole little brawl. But my favorite part, and this probably what made me really go get it, because I was laughing throughout the whole movie, y'all. Like, old girl was like, I'm in charge, D. That part right there was like he put something in her when he told her that. When they first did it together, he put her hands on he said, put your hands on the steering wheel, and then they both did it together, and he was like, say we in charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was they energies coming together, that divine masculine and that divine feminine, letting them know, like, we in charge. He had to let her know, like, man, you might be out here turning tricks, but at the same time, you the one in charge. You the one in charge when you get in motion with them. And that's why I was saying, like, man, divine spirit, you really want me to share this message? And I'm like, I don't know who gonna be on here to hear this message. Confirmation, Bert. Yes, divine spirit want me to share this message because it's real. Like, it was real. But, like, they definitely, like, when he got locked up, she was the one getting his mixtape out there. She was still out there turning tricks, but that's what she had to do to look out for her people, for her family. Now, I ain't telling nobody to go do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, pimping is dead to me. Like, if you out here and you letting somebody pimp you, divine feminine, you're doing it by choice. That's my energy signature, speaking loud and clear. Like, you're doing it by choice. I mean, like, like, you could save all that other extra stuff for you and your partner in private, but if you out here letting a divine masculine pimp you, you doing it by choice. Because, like, women are very powerful, y'all. And even back in the days, like, I don't know, I couldn't see. I could see how some of that stuff is still being, like, done now. Like, because some of people just really think they got pimp in their blood. But some of y'all masculines out there, y'all probably not going to like what I'm saying right now. But, like, are y'all really even pimps for real? Like, do y'all really even think, like even with the movies, like it's just, I digress. I'm not even about to tap in on that energy, man, because that's a whole nother, you know what I'm saying, like, low vibrational dimensional conversation that, you know, y'all gonna have to join my Waves of Wisdom podcast to be able to to be able to see it, to know more about what I'm talking about. You said, bro, all I see is eyes and teeth. Everybody keep on coming on here and saying that. But if you have tapped in on my page, on my channel, my name is Ebony, and this is Respect the Chocolate. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to catch me in the daylight, you can go look at some of my other pictures and subscribe to my channel. But I get it. It's all love. I'm over here. I'm cracking up too because I love that about me. You see this beautiful bright smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, you. Come on and off. No, just play. No, it's all love for real though. But make sure you go give me a subscribe and give me a like since you here. I appreciate it. But yeah, yo, like, them divine messages was very significant. So, haha, you have a blessed night. You too. Peace. Um, those messages was just real significant, you know. So, I know it might have been a little bit all over the place, but some of us could really be in some nostalgic energy right now. And it's very therapeutic and healing. So, like I said, I encourage you, if there's an old movie, why are you hiding, chocolate? Sean Bird's not 3-1. I'm not hiding. I'm outside and I don't want to get bit up by the bugs. I gotta cover myself up, you know. They like chocolate too. So that's all. But yeah, like, go watch your favorite nostalgic movie. Like, if it's anything is coming to your mind that you find significant. I know for me, Hustle and Flow was it, and it was so crazy, yo. But, like, overall, I believe Great Spirit is just wanting me to share, like, for my divine tribe, like, we're still in transformation. You know, our new soul child is still being figured out. It's still in the midst of transformation and curiosity. So be curious about the things that you have experienced, and as well as the things that you are currently experiencing now. But most importantly, y'all, stay present. You know, it's going to be people and energies out here that's going to try to provoke you and project on you to make you disbelieve in yourself and your gifts. But you have to, you know, keep yourself grounded and know that you have a divine purpose here. And even if you don't fully know what that divine purpose is, because I'm not even going to lie to y'all, it's coming to me too. Why you think I share as much as I can? I know I want to get to know some of y'all more, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to need y'all to go give me a like, a share, or subscribe. And I appreciate y'all joining me in the chat. You know, he said, okay, Twix. Y'all got jokes. But anyways, I just be cracking up and laughing at myself because, you know, I've kept myself hidden because I used to get made fun of younger, being a little chocolate girl. But my chocolate skin is everything to me. You know, I take care of myself, my health, my hygiene, spiritually and physically. You know, so I'm over here, I ain't worried about nothing. And like old girl on Oh, girl, oh, look, it's about to be an hour on this live, y'all. I'm about to tap off, but like, old girl on Hustle and Flow, she said, "I'm in charge, D." Period. I'm a character for real, y'all. Like, I love to laugh, so. But yeah, like, and they made that hit, whoop that trick, and it's hard out here for a pimp, it's hard out here for a lot of us, especially us that's going through these transformations Christ consciously. You feel me? Like, just keep going, yo. Just keep going, no matter how irritating or challenging it may get at times. Just know, like the girl said, I'm in charge, D. You in charge of your reality. So don't be letting the NPC players and all the other people try to discourage you from your divine path. Because if you got a dream, go get it, okay? Make sure y'all go check me out on my platform. Give me a like, share, subscribe. My name is Ebony, best known as Respect the Chocolate. I am a published author. My book is available on Amazon. It's called Becoming Ebony. It says I hear my people, but I don't see my people. Some guy. Hey, maybe it ain't meant for you to see me. Just listen. That's a lot of the divine tribe's problem. Like, y'all want to see things all the time. This is the divine telling you to tap into your clairvoyance. I'm gonna go out here in the grass and the light so y'all can see me before I tap out. But yeah, like y'all missed a good message. Y'all missed a really good message. So, like I said, go check me out. Go give me a like, a share, and a subscribe. People be, please. We gonna keep you uplifted and high vibrational energy. Y'all, it's just because y'all want me to take the hood off. Thank you. I appreciate that. We keep it high vibrational over here, okay? But y'all missed the message. Go back and listen to the message. And I had to go live, y'all. I've been on here for about an hour, so I'm going to tap off. I don't know where it is for y'all, but it's 5-5. Look, more people tapping in. Look, I appreciate it. I can't stay on here too long with y'all, but I definitely did just drop some divine nuggets of wisdom and jewels. So go check it out. And I'll tap in with y'all another time, y'all. Peace.